You can speak. Stand up. Hare Krishna. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Om Jnana-timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So first of all, before speaking our ornamental pranam in lotus feet of Guru Bhakta Maniti Leela Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Stotra Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaj Shri Gurudev in lotus feet of all our Gaudiya Guru Rupanugu Guru Varga and to Sripad Maharaj, to all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, guests. Thank you everyone for coming. So Maharaj ordered me to speak for 2 minutes. Nobody else to hear me speak, so hear Maharaj speak. Only 2 minutes. So on behalf of everybody, I think I'd like to say thank you so much for Maharaj taking so much endeavour to come all the way to this place known as Brighton. He travelled for how long? 6 hours today from Wales, which is such a long drive. And he's still very fresh and energetic to speak to everybody and share transcendental knowledge with everybody. So just quickly, it's said in our scriptures, Sadhu Sangha, Sarvasastra Koi, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarvasiddhi Koi. It said that just Lavamatra, just a 12th of a second of association with a sadhu can bring about all perfection in life. This Sarva Siddhi Hoy can bring about all perfections. So who is a sadhu? Because when we hear the word sadhu, maybe some of us think, we've been to India, maybe we've seen, dreadlocks and big tilak and big chilam, and we imagine sadhu is like that. But what is actually the meaning of sadhu? Sadhu means one who knows the sadhana and sadhya. So one meaning of sadhu is like this. So sadhana means that person who knows the spiritual practice. So there are many types of spiritual practice that we hear of in this world, especially in Kali Yuga. So many things are happening. But the real genuine sadhu, he knows the actual practice to bring about the perfection of the living entity. So he also knows the sadhya, which it means the goal of human life. So my Gurudev used to say that everybody within this world, they are looking for happiness or contentment or not suffer. So Gurudev used to explain that what is this happiness? Because we've been wandering within this material existence for many lifetimes. It's explained Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagyavanaju Guru Krishna Prasadi Pai Bhakti Nata Bij. The Brahmanda, we've been going around this universe, so many births, sometimes in the higher planetary systems, sometimes in lower planets, sometimes in this earth planet, sometimes in animal body, plant, insect, worm, germ, human, so many lifetimes. So when we achieve this human form of life, that is the most auspicious time to attain perfection. That perfection means to become spiritually perfect. It doesn't mean to become materially perfect, where we have everything within this material world, nice house, nice car, so much money, so much opulence. Actually, this is not perfection, even though society tells us that this is what perfection is. Perfection is to understand ourselves, who we are spiritually, and our eternal relationship with God through love. And how can we understand more about that? Because it's a very deep subject matter. We approach the lotus feet of sadhu. So I beg everybody to take advantage of Maharaj's association, because like it says in the verse, just 1/12 of a second, which is the time it takes the eye to blink, that is enough association with bona fide sadhu to bring about all perfection in our lives. So it's very auspicious for everybody. Even if we've been in this movement 20, 30, 40 years, still the time is now to take advantage of that association. So I'll be quiet now. Thank you, Raj, asking me to speak. Van check up through this chat. Madana-mohan. Your house programs. Bolo.
Check up with the rest, check your pass in the way, check with the time. I talk from my unlimited number of pronouns and the religious view, my spiritual master, and the questions, appreciation, but we don't know some share of the Radha-ramana, which found that we know that we can hire to Srila Gopinatha Maharaj, Sri Gopinatha Maharaj, no, our Gopinatha Guru, like a charity, all the way in line to Srila Gopinatha Supreme Personality. I'd like to offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Maharaj for blessing this house and this home, and all my obeisances to all the devotees here, Vaishnavas, my godbrothers, god sisters, friends, family, relatives, everyone nicely together and fitting into like Sudarva Sabha, like Krishna's assembly house in Dwarka. As many people as he wants, the assembly house just increases and fits everybody here. Really, it's the generosity of the heart really that's real to welcome Srila Maharaj with, and the love and affection that he has given us that we'd like to reciprocate with his care, his kindness, his gentleness, and also his chastisement many times. Appreciated. That relationship between a disciple and guru is one that the guru is obliged to give chastisement and not only praise, because the student, the disciple, he needs to learn, he needs to be corrected, and so with all humility the disciple should accept that chastisement. And if the guru does not chastise, then he is not a guru, he's not a real guru, because he's only full of flattery and false words or false promises. So I know Srila Maharaj for nearly 20 years now or more, and he's like a family member, and also he's the dear disciple of my Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, who is the dear disciple of Srila Bhaktivedanta, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, his beloved friend and his Shiksha Guru, which is a very important relationship which connects us to the global society, the international society of Krishna consciousness, which is Caitanya Mahaprabhu's society. Because all the disciples of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, they all are dearly dedicated to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is promoting this Harinam Sankirtan, this chanting of the holy names, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's a very important point that Srila Narayan Maharaj, when he started to travel in the West in 1996, that he spent the first 3-4 days glorifying Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, because they had a long-lasting relationship, and they helped each other in the, which has a very deep and important meaning. It is not apparent, it is not present in any of the 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas, except this Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, which has this specific relationship with the divine goddess Srimati Radhika. And that is the importance of this Sampradaya, that she is the highest servitor. She is the personification of the highest love and devotion to Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And without her sanction and without her blessings, we cannot get to that service, that beautiful service mood that she has to him. And we want to drop and sprinkle of that, and that is what our divine spiritual masters in our line have been giving to us up to now. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Bon Maharaj is carrying on that tradition of tirelessly and endlessly preaching for the last 22 years. Since 1997, through the instructions of his spiritual master. And that is very significant, because I was thinking Srila Swami Maharaj was 64, 65 years old when he left India to preach, and he preached for 13 or 14 years. He traveled around the world. He left us in 1977. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, he started his preaching in 1996, some years later, and continued till 2010. Which is some 14 years. And Srila Bon Maharaj has been doing that for 22 years around the world, tirelessly. Wherever he lays his heart, so to speak, is his home. And he, 2 or 3 days later, he moves on, travels many times on his own, and adjusting to different diets, different temperatures, different climates, different types of water, different cooks, different air, and it's just a very difficult.
Different people.
Sorry,
different people.
different people. So it's just to spread his love, just to share that love, to share that message is his life's dedication. And this is quite admirable and worth supporting and worth taking part in. Actually, it's because we're here for that reason. We're here to have some spiritual charge, to some spiritual sharing of realizations. And of course, he's experiencing that for his dedication to his spiritual master for so many years, some 30 years he has been with him. And to take advantage of that, that's what we're here for, to hear. And we were speaking about Sadhu Sangha, and he was speaking about Sadhu Sangha this morning, defining Sadhu Sangha as hearing, association with the Sadhu, the spiritual master associating with the devotee, is to hear Harikatha. That is the association. It may take many years of hearing, little drops of hearing, because our impressions from previous lives have been so embedded in us that our habits are difficult to change. And to change somebody's habits is a wonderful thing. So from bad habits to good habits. You know how difficult it is with your own children. If you have children, you know that to get them to do something that is good for them, it's very, very difficult, even if they're of your own blood and kin. So to get people who are not related with you in any way at all, it's even more challenging. But he's able to do that, like Swami Maharaj did. He's changed all the hippies into happies. You know, it says, what is your magic? One interviewer asked him, what magic can you perform like other yogis? He says, you can see here, this magic is that they've stopped drinking, they've stopped illicit relationships, they've stopped gambling, they've stopped intoxication. This is the magic. And now they're shaved and they're chanting God's name. What more can you want in this world? You know, that people would take to that path, which is a wonderful thing, a wonderful change. It's actually in our Shastras explained that it's actually the beginning of human life when one is interested or becomes interested in inquiring about the meaning of life. What am I here for? What is my goal? There is a purpose, there's a meaning, because I've been created so wonderfully and so perfectly. There must be a reason. There must be a creator. There must be a purpose to what I should be doing, how I should be spending my energy, how I should be spending my time in trying to find that out. And that is the beginning of life. So we're very fortunate to have Srila Bhagwan Maharaj to carry on that tradition and help us and guide us through that journey. And so we take advantage of his words, by listening to them.
Just a couple of seconds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. श्री सुगंध विकाग्रधारी श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जीव की जय श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जीव की जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सतनाम भक्ति वेदांत श्रील वामन श्री महाराज की जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सतनाम भक्ति वेदांत श्रील नारायण श्री महाराज की जय नित्य लीला विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर भक्त प्रज्ञान केश गोस्वामी महाराज की जय वेदांत स्वामी महाराज की जय नित्य लीला विष्णु श्री गुरु श्री महाराज की जय भक्त श्री महाराज की जय नित्य लीला भक्ति भारती कृष्ण महाराज की जय भारती कृष्ण महाराज की रूपान गुरुवर्ग की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय वेद गौर भक्त बिंद की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्ध्रस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मयितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णाय प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिसे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे ओम वृंदावै तुलसी देवै प्रिया कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सच्चवच्चै नमो नमः भक्ताभिनामराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्ताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् भजामि राधाम् अरविन्दनेत्रां स्मरामि राधाम् मधुरस्मिताश्रम् वदामि राधाम् करुणाभराद्र ततो ममान्नस्ति गतिर्न कापि श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अनुमान आगे विलंब को पीछे करो विस्तार करो ध्यान रखो हमें So first of all, I offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto Lotus feet of my Gurupad Padma, Nitya-lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, and Nitya-lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dandavat Pranam lotus feet of Nitya-lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Maharaj, Srila Guru Gandha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakhak, Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vigan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis and presented all of my respectful guests. So just I want to speak few words. Because when I arrived in UK, that was very super auspicious day, Ekadashi Tithi. Also I glorified the Ekadashi Katha. Then Nishinga Chaturdashi, Lord Nishingadev appearance today or 3 days, I spoke about the glorification of Lord Nishingadev, Prahlad Katha. Then coming Madhavendra Puripad, appearance day, 2 days or 3 days, also I glorified about Madhavendra Puripad Katha. Is very important in our Guru Parampara. Disciplic succession. Madhavendra Puripad. And Chaitanya Chaitamritam Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also told, he is called a sprout of the brain of Srimati Radhika. First Pratham Primankur. Because Madhavendra Puripad, he uttered one specific verse that mood first manifested in the heart of Srimati Radhika, then same mood manifested in the heart of Madhavendra Puripad, then that sprout and more mature and coming in the heart of Isar Puripad. Then Isar Puripad, he gave that the prem in the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that prem he offered to Rupa Goswami Pad. And then Rupa Goswami Pad gave to Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami Pad. And then also Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, then Narottam Samananda Srinivas. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Srila Saraswati Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Gurudev Narayana Goswami Maharaj. In this way, that prem manifested in this material world. At the highest prem, Vaidino Dayadra Natha, Mathura Natha, Kodavulukas. This prem. And general people, they can understand what is the deep meaning about this verse. That is called the Mathuri Viraha Katar. That means Mathuri Viraha Katar means when Krishna left Vrindavan and came in Mathura. And that time all Brajavasis, they felt pang of separation from Krishna. And especially Srimati Radhika, her transcendental madness, very high level. That is called Dibba Unumad Dasa, transcendental madness. And Uddhav, when he came in Vrindavan and he saw Brajavasis, they are praying. But when Uddhav he saw Srimati Radhika's transcendental madness, Dibba Unumad Dasa, then he became very surprised. Maisu Opisu Durlabham. Uddhav he told, these types of prem not possible manifested in the heart of the queens of Dwarka. And Rukmani, Satyabhama, who are always staying with Krishna. And what kinds of prem? Who can explain or who can know these things? Not so possible. As Sukdev Goswami Pad in Srimad Bhagavatam, just 10 slokas, he explained 10 verses. He explained Srimati Radhika's transcendental madness, the Bonmadasa. That is called the Song of the Bumblebee. And Ramargit. Very nice, beautiful. Then all our acharyas, especially Rupa Goswami Pad, Sanatana Goswami Pad, then Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, in their commentary, very nicely and elaborately explain what is the mood of Srimati Radhika towards Krishna. The last limit, the prem of Srimati Radhika. And what kinds of prem? That is called Snehaman, Pranay Rag, Nurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, then Rura, Udrura, Mohan, Madan, and Madana-mohan Mahabhav. That Madana-mohan Mahabhav only manifested in the heart of Srimati Radhika. And for this regard, Krishna could not realize that prem Madana-mohan in Krishna Lila. Then Krishna again he appeared in this Kali Yuga in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gaudiya. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu something he realized in Gambhira Jagannath Puri with Sarvadamodar and Radha-ramana. And that things also Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami vividly explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And that types of prem Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately distributed to everybody. And that's the one, the sprinkle mood of prem of Srimati Radhika. See what can happen. For this Rupa Goswami Pad, he wrote in Vidagdha Madhav Natakam, that glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, what is called? Magnanimity
and munificence.
Udarjamay Bhagavan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Aptutarjo, Ati Udar.
Generous.
Is how he is generous. He did not discriminate who is qualified or who is unqualified. Especially in this Kali Yuga, all the conditioned soul, they completely contaminate with Maya. Kalur dosani de Rajana. Sukadeva Goswami Pad told Parikshit Maharaj, in this Kali Yuga, all the conditioned souls, they are completely unqualified, wretched, fallen. Okay? So many faults. Very fallen. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in this Kali Yuga, he distributed this prem to everybody, highest prem. And some people, they also saying, why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed this highest prem, the conditional soul in this Kali Yuga. Why? Okay? Question is coming. Sattva, Treta, Dapar, Yugas, that people, they have many qualifications. And they perform many hard austerities. There are many qualifications.
Long life.
And they had also long life. And I said, Satyugas people, how long they lived?
100,000.
100,000. Then 10 omit. How many?
10,000.
10,000. Then
next year.
Next Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga people, they lived how many years? 10,000. Then another 0, you omit. Then come how much? 1,000. And that is called Dapar Yuga. And Kali Yuga, another 0, take out.
100.
How many? 100 years.
Average.
For these 100 years, also many kinds of distress, unhappiness coming. Understand these things. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he gave very nice statements. Within 100 years, what you are doing? 50 years we are sleeping. And he explained this very nice. And 20 years we are completely enjoying many kinds of sense gratifications. And 20 years to absorb, to acquire many kinds of knowledge. So how many? 90 years. 10 years what will do? Marry, build house, and collect money. How possible to collect the spiritual things? Nothing. And this Kali Yuga also, people, they completely contaminated Maya. And because their mind completely contaminated with lust, anger, enviousness, jealousy, their love, puja, pratishtha, name, fame, reputation, and also lust, anger, enviousness. But the good qualification of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is no good qualifications. And living, especially human being, they completely stupid nonsense rascal also. They don't want to acquire any spirituality. And they don't want. And if they want to go to become Advaitavadi, impartialist. And you can see. And most of the people, they like Sankara philosophy. And if they study the spirituality, they like what things? Aham Brahmasmi Pragyanam Brahma. Sarvam Khalidam Brahma Tattamasi. There they going. And 99.9 people they want this Sankar philosophy. And very few percent they will come to in our Krishna consciousness, especially in this line of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indiscriminately distribute this praying to everybody. Look this. So for this regard, Lord Chopadhyaya Rupa Goswami he composed one verse. Anarpita charing shirad karunavatirna kalu samarpyatum natu jalasang savakti siyam harihi purra sundar kadamba sundir pita sada hidaya kandari spuratu bhava sachinam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed this prem. Just I mentioned this. Actually, this prem is coming from Srimati Radhika to Madhavendra Puripat, Madhavendra Puripat to Isar Puripat, Isar Puripat to from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he giving this prem. This is called our Guru Parampara. And coming this. So few days I also explain and glorify about Madhavendra Puripat Katha. Very nice video. Then also one katha I did not speak, just I remembering today I can speak something about also very important in our Gaudiya Sampradaya and Thakur, Tri Devata. Gaudiya Teen Thakur. You understand? Gaudiya Teen Thakur. Teen means three. Thakur means deities. Which are our Gaudiya three deities? Who are they? Govinda, Gopinath and Madana-mohan. Very carefully listen. That is called Gaudiya Teen Thakur. Govinda, Gopinath, Madan-mohan. In Teen Thakur, Gaudiya re Koriya che Atmasat. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Govinda, Gopinath and Madan-mohan. This is called Gaudiya Teen Thakur. Three deities. They are predominant.
Main deities of
Gaudiya Vaishnava. Govinda,
Gopinath,
Madan-mohan, he is called our Samandha Adhishtatri Devata, treasuring deities of relationship. Samandha Adhishtatri Devata. Our Govinda Dev, he is called the presiding deities of Ovidya Adhishtatri Devata, presiding deities of Ovidya. Ovidya means process, attend to Lord, the Bhakti. Our Gopinath is present to Adhishtatri Devata, presiding deities of our gold. Without taking shelter of three devatas, Govinda, Gopinath, Madan-mohan, any method you cannot to develop your bhajan and sadhana. So for this regard, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj explained Govinda, Gopinath and Madan-mohan, Gaudiya Teen Thakur, Koriya che Atmasat. Gaudiya means this, Govinda, Gopinath and Madan-mohan. Samandha, Avidya and Prayojan Tattva. Actually, this Govinda, Gopinath, Madan-mohan, these three deities manifested by what is called Krishna's great grandson. What is his name? Vajranath. Not Vajranath. Vajranath. Krishna's great grandson, Vajranath, and he manifested three deities, Govinda, Gopinath and Madan-mohan. Very nice, beautiful deities, these things. And because Vajranath, he did not see to Krishna, but he met with Mother Uttara. Mother Uttara means the mother of Parikshit Maharaj. And then Vajranath, he asked to Mother Uttara, how was the form of Krishna? And just Mother Uttara, she gave some instruction. Then Vajranath, he manifested, but that when manifested that Vigraha, so this Vigraha is not complete. That means as it as Krishna. But Krishna's feet is as it is and so for this regard, that deity's name he gave, what is his name? He is called Madan-mohan. And Madan-mohan, that is called Samandha Adhishtatri Devata. And bhakti coming from her feet. Understand? For the name is called Samandha also. Samandha Tattva. So then Vajranath, again he manifested another Vigraha. Then Mother Uttara, she told all the Vigraha, it looked like Krishna's very nice, beautiful face. Then he gave Thakurji's name, Govinda Dev. Then again, Vajranath, he manifested another Vigraha, and then he told, this Vigraha and chest as like Krishna. Then he gave that Thakurji's name, Gopinath. And so now our three Vigrahas, Govinda, Gopinath, and Madana-mohan. And there is Samanda, Avidya, and Prayojan Tattva. These things. But by the causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he manifested three deities in one. That is called Radha-ramana. Actually, Radha-ramana actually self-manifested. That's called Swayambhu. What did he say? Swayambhu. Self-manifest Vigraha. And understand? Govinda, Gopinath, Madana-mohan manifested by some, what is called? Sculpture. But what is called? Radha-ramana is the self-manifested. Very nice, beautiful. For this, some Vaishnava, actually this Radha-ramana actually Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Govinda, Gopinath, and Madana-mohan, that is called here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some Vaishnavas very nicely and deeply analyze who is Radha-ramana. Actually, Radha-ramana is not different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, this katha is coming very beautiful because the relation with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled in South India, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in Jagannath Puri. Then he delivered Sabam Bhattacharya. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled South India. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came one very nice, beautiful temple. What is your temple name? Srirangam. Ranganath Puri, the Ranganath Thakurji, Mahaprabhu was chanting, dancing, and singing. Then all the visitors become very surprised when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of Thakurji. And that time, all the visitors, they become very surprised because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very beautiful form. Tapta Kanchana Gauranga. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very, what is called, tallest form. Understand this thing? And so much effulgence coming from the body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sannyas based and dancing, singing. Then all they become very surprised. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, singing, and all kinds of ecstatic mood manifested from his body also. That is called Romancha, Kompasru, Vaivarna. Understand? Romancha means here standing on. And Kompasru, his body start to shake. And so much tears rolling down. How long you will cry? Your tears? Nothing. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance, and tears rolling down, and as like that, tears when spread, if you take the one syringe, syringe, and everybody completely what?
Drenched.
Wet.
Yeah, wet.
So everybody.
So
big
wet, drenched. Drenched. So wet.
That's good.
Chaitanya explain this. This is not the possible of the human being. This. How long you can cry and shedding your tears? Some people they are pretending and crying, saying, actually, this is the pretending. This is not the frame. Babaji Sampradaya, you can see when they speak Hari Katha, Gopi Katha, separation. Then after Katha, then how, I don't know what they are doing. This is not the frame. Then Prem manifested oneself that another simple Kantra Pratakalatam Bhakti Mana Sunnuta Asa Bandhu Samat Kanta Nama Gane Sadaruchi Asakti the Gnanu Kanapiti Tadasati Stali Ittarja Surajata Bhavam Kurijane. The sprout of prem that you have, just little bit prem manifested in one's heart, that you got to have, then the 9 external symptoms will come. Then 3 internal symptoms. One day I will explain this. So don't you think that one tears rolling down from his eyes, that means a prem manifestation. This is not true. Pretending. Bhakti-siddhanta Prabhupada in his purport, Chaitanya Charitamrita explain this. Those who have no knowledge about the prem and not reading Shastra, no sadhu sangha, they are thinking, oh, prem manifested, look down there. And prem manifested one's heart, he cannot tolerate. He have to give up his body. But mortai nahi hai. But is not dying. Still you are like, But why am I saying? Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he dance, all kinds of statics, symptoms manage. They will be surprised. And especially that night, Trimalla Bhatta, Venkat Bhatta, and Prabhudananda Saraswati, they came. First they were the, what is called, belongs to the Sri Sampradaya, understand? They worship Lakshmi Narayan, Sri Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya. Understand? But when they saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's this type of ecstatic mood and how he's chanting holy names, everybody completely were intoxicated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's names and in this way, every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance and chanting holy names in front of Rajkot. And that time they also called to him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please stay in our house. And that time also rainy season, understand? And 4 months coming, that is called Chaturmasha, 4 months. 4 months, understand? Chaturmasha is coming. And that time generally sadhus, they are not traveling. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 4 months, he was staying in their house. And every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talked very nice, beautiful Hari Katha. And Taja Hari Katha Gurudev told. What do you mean Taja? Very fresh Hari Katha. What the fresh Hari Katha? Just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met with Radha-ramana. I think tomorrow will be Radha-ramana Katha is coming. Understand? Very important. In our Chaitanya Charitamrita, Radha-ramana Katha, this is the heart of Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you not listen Chaitanya Charitamrita's Radha-ramana Katha, the conversion of Lord Chaitanya Ravananda, that means you miss everything. You have to read, you have to listen. What Katha? Radha-ramana Katha. The conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha-ramana. And Gurudev told, this is not mine. And Gurudev told this thing. Especially Radha-ramana Katha, and Sanatana Siksha, Rupa Siksha, and also Ratha-jatra. This Katha Prasanga is very important. And but especially Gurudev told in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you have to listen Radha-ramana Samvad. For this regard, Gurudev manifested a very nice, beautiful book that is called
Origins of Rath-yatra.
Radha-ramana Samvad. Also origin Ratha-jatra. Most of the time Gurudev also discuss this thing because very nice, beautiful Tattva Siddhanta. And Rupa Gosvami path, then Rupa Siksha also is important. Sanatana Siksha, Rupa Siksha. It's very important also. And as like Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Pancha Pran. And that means your 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 29th chapter to 33 chapter. That is called Pancha Pran Katha. 5 life here. In the same way, in this Chaitanya Charitamrita, Gurudev told, and Radha-ramana Katha is very important. Radha-ramana Katha, Ratha-jatra Prasanga, the origin Ratha-jatra, Gurudev manifested for this book. And Rupa Siksha, the teaching of Rupa Goswami, these things also very important. So now coming in this way, because tomorrow we have to glorify about Radha-ramana. Tomorrow which one is? Friends are
Thursday.
Thursday. Also Thursday. Oh, no problem. We have to start before.
Yeah.
Then you can finish Thursday. It's very important. And we are qualified or unqualified. This is not our subject. Some people are thinking, I am not qualified. So how possible we read high class Katha? Are you are always low class? Where is the high class? How will you become high class? You read
high class literature.
Then you become high class. If you not read, if you not associate sadhu, how will you become high class? Some people go, no, I don't want to touch this katha. I don't want to listen because I am very regretted. Are you are regretted? This is true. If you listen, if you associate sadhu, then you will become
Elevated.
upgrade. Yeah, this is true. Upgrade how to do? You will associate sadhu, listen to katha. And yes, this is neat also. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami very nicely glorified this katha Radha-ramana Samvad. So just like, because I am saying Gurudev Katha, Gurudev told when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying in the house of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. That time Gopal Bhatta Goswami is very small boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. Bhakti Ratnakar also very nicely glorified about Gopal Bhatta Goswami's katha also in there. What grantha? Bhakti Ratnakar grantha. You read this also. So now I am coming in this age, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was staying in the house of Venkat Bhatta, Timalla Bhatta and Prabhupada. That time Gopal Bhatta Goswami was very small boy, maybe 6 or 7 years old. His father is Venkat Bhatta. Understand? And his uncle, Prabhupada, Saraswati and Timalla Bhatta. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every day he discussed this katha, taja katha, fresh katha of Radha-ramana Samvad. This katha again, Bhakti Tattva, Prem Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Jeev Tattva, Maya Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, all Tattva katha. And especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told about how Srimati Radhika's eyes moved. Radha Tattva katha everything. For this regard, later Prabhupada Saraswati Pad, he wrote one grantha, only the glorification of Srimati Radhika. What the grantha's name? Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. Very sweet grantha. If you not read Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, so how do you know about your Ishtadev? Who is your Ishtadev? Ishtadev means who is your worshipful deity? Who is yours? Krishna is not our worshipful deity. Who is our worshipful deity? Srimati Radhika. So this is true. So if you never listen or never read about your Ishtadev Katha, how do you know? This is true or not? You have to read. And Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. You saying, oh, I am unqualified. Are you unqualified? You will then qualified. You do bhajan and sadhan. Then you will be qualified. So now coming in this way. Why I'm saying because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 4 months he talked about this types of katha very well. All Radha-ramana Samvad katha he told. For this regard, would they use this word taja katha? Because just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming from Radha-ramana Godavari. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussed with Radha-ramana this katha. Same katha Gurudev. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told to Radha-ramana. Gopal, Venkat Bhatta, Trimalla Bhatta and Prabhupada Saraswati. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established Krishna, the supreme personality of God is and Bhagavan. Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly explained. Ete Chansa Kalabhangsa Krishnastu Bhagavan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established how Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And especially the Sri Sampradayas, they are thinking Narayanastu Bhagavan Swayam. Narayan is the supreme. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established, no, Narayan is the incarnation of Krishna. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted many verses from different scriptures, and especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted the verses from Brahma Samhita. And Isara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. And you must read two books. One is Rasa Grantha, another is called Tattva Siddhanta Grantha. Tattva Siddhanta Grantha, that is called Brahma Samhita. Understand? Sometimes when we are preaching, and sometimes Panditas, they will, what is Brahma Samhita? We never heard this Grantha. We never heard about the name of Brahma Samhita. Then we saw the Gurudev manifested the Brahma Samhita. Look this. Then become very surprised. And when they read the slokas of Brahma Samhita, they surprised how this beautiful Grantha. All Tattva Siddhanta is there. Isara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Ramadi Murti Sukalani Munatishtan Nanavataro Makru Bhuvanesukantu Krishna Sangs Paramavata Parama Pumanaju Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. And see, because when you travel and meet with the people, they also become very surprised. They want to read this Grantha, Brahma Samhita. Tattva Siddhanta, everything is there. And so Brahma Samhita, that is called Tattva Siddhanta Grantha. All the conception of the scriptures, Tattva Siddhanta. And another Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested their Grantha, that is called Sri Krishna Karnamrita Grantha. And recited by Villamangal Thakur. And then Prabhudananda Saraswati Pad, he also manifested the glorification of Srimati Radhika, and that book's name is called Radha-ramana Sudhanidhi. This thing. Even Babaji Sampradaya, other Sampradayas, and different Sampradayas, they think, oh, this is our Sampradayas Grantha. Look. Grantha is a, original Grantha is what? Prabhudananda Saraswati Pad. Even over Vrindavan and different Sampradayas, they also quarreling. Oh, this Grantha belongs to our Sampradayas. Look this. Because Radha Sudhanidhi only glorification Srimati Radhika. Radha Meri Samini, Mai Radhin ko Das, Janam Janam Moigyo, Vrindavan ko Vas. Srimati Radhika, she is my mistress. Yes, Srimati Radhika, life after life, birth after life. Birth, you just give me, take birth in Brighton. Vrindavan. Vrindavan ko, Vriksha ko, Maram na jane koi, dollar, baat mein, Radhi Radhi. All the trees of Vrindavan, what they are singing? Bolo Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. So now coming in this, why sing? Because Radha Sudhanidhi Grantha. Actually, this Grantha belongs to Gaudiya Sampradaya. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspired in the heart of Prabhudananda Saraswati Pad. And they completely, absolutely surrendered to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before they were Sri Sampradayas. Worship Lakshmi Narayan. Or when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussed the highest philosophy and Tattva Siddhanta, Rasa Siddhanta, and that time they coming in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. And so Radha Siddhanidhi, this Grantha actually belongs to Gaudiya Sampradayas, and not others. And so now coming in this way, just I will return back to when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was staying in the house of Trimala Bhatta, Venkat Bhatta and Prabhudananda Saraswati Pad. That time Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was a very small boy. So he every day he served to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, Bhakti Ratnakar Grantha very nicely explained how Gopal Bhatta Goswami served to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go take rest, sleep, then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he massaged his lotus feet. And so much love and affection with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After 4 months, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, I have to leave this place. Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he cried. He told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhu, I have to go with you. Who will go with me? No one go. Ramananda. No one go. Try. Okay.
Say yes.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that time told Gopal, keep patient, don't worry. And you stay in your house and serve Vaishnava Seva. And especially your parents, they are Vaishnava. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, then Vaishnava Seva and Nam Sankirtan. Try to understand what is the teaching of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Prabhu Gaye Vaishnava Seva Nam Sankirtan Tui Kara Sigra Pave Govinda Charan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, everybody serve to Vaishnava and chant holy names. Vaishnava Seva Nam Sankirtan. And Prabhu Gaye Vaishnava Seva. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Gopal, your parents, they are also Vaishnava. And your parents, your uncle, they are Vaishnava. So Vaishnava Seva. And chant holy names. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one thing he told Gopal, you should not marry. Vivah mat karna. Understand? विवाह करो तो क्या हो जाएगा? शादी क्या कर देता है? बर्बादी हो जाता है. Understand? No. बोलो क्या बोला?
If you marry, you will be ruined.
शादी बर्बादी हो जाएगा, जीवन नष्ट हो जाएगा. Who is happy? As a person, I am happy with my marriage life. Actually, you are not happy. You are crazy. How much? Hare Prahlad Maharaj told, Tat sadhu manne usuro varja dehinam sada samud vignadhyam asatugrat. Hitvatma padam griyanda kupan vanang gato jat harimas life. This household life is as like deep dark, waterless well. No water, nothing. You cannot drink one drop of water. You saying this, Prahlad Maharaj saying, I'm not saying. But sometimes saying, not all household is not, what is it called?
Waterless.
Andakupa. Andakupa is one is called Grihamedi, one is called Grihastha. Grihastha means household life, this is good also. If your wife, sons, daughter, one pointed with the Krishna doing bhajan and sadhan, that household life is called, what is it called? Golok. And so don't you think I am criticized to household life. Two kinds of household life. One is called Grihamedi and one is called Grihastha. If you are a Grihastha household life, and perfect household life, and then your household life is called, what is called?
Grihastha.
Golok Vrindavan. Golok. Jedina griye bhajana dekhi. Griye te golok bhai. Charana sindhu dekhiya ganga. One who performs bhajan and sadhan with his wife, children, everything. Sadhu, Guru, Vaishnava is coming, doing bhajan and sadhan. That house is called, what is it called?
Golok Vrindavan.
Pundarik's house, Golok Vrindavan. Good. Understand? And if your wife going another way, you are going another way, daughter going another way, or her sons going another way, one is going pop, another is going top, another is going top. That house is called Ishwar. And that is called Antakupa. Our scripture, Srimad Bhagavad, never criticized any perfect householder. And so many people. Actually, where we have come from? Where?
Household.
Where have you come from?
Mother and father.
Mother and father. They are so how possible very criticize. Some people, oh, Gaudiya Vaishnava always criticize the householder. This is not true. You understand? Our Shastra saying this, no? That house is called Golok Vrindavan. And if your house very nice, beautiful Thakurji, Guru Vaishnava is coming, we Hari Katha, and Grihastha means is also these things. And Grihastha means is what? To serve Guru and Vaishnava. And Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada explained, if you are a householder, and if you serve to Guru and Vaishnava, Vaishnava Seva. And if you serve Guru and Vaishnava, then automatically anarthas remove from your heart. And that house is called Guru Vrindavan. Otherwise, Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, he told one story, that's it. And what is called? And Ami Vaishnava, Tumi Vaishnava, Adi Vaishnava, Hare, Tini Vaishnava Rate, Kathal Khabe Pari. You understand? Not understand, I tell you. This is Bengali proverb. Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, in his nectar instruction explained. They want householder, Grihastha, wife and husband, they're staying together. They took Diksha from one bona fide Guru. This is true. And they have also one son. Son's name? Kya bola? Hari. Son's name Hari. But householder, male person, what is called? Grihastha.
Husband.
And he's very generous. But his wife little bit conjuice. Conjuice, understand?
Stingy miser.
Stingy miser. And she does not like to serve Vaishnava. But don't you think I am telling to you? Maybe you thinking maybe my wife is stranger, I am generous. I don't know you. I am not going to have the situation. So don't you blame to me. Just I also speaking Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada story. If you read this book, you can understand. Just take them. And so male person husband is very generous, but his wife is little bit, what is called? Stingy. And she does not like to serve Vaishnava. She does not like to go to Vaishnava there. But sometimes, sometimes wife likes Vaishnava, husband does not like Vaishnava. And sometimes you can see some household I see also. Husband like, but wife does not like. Or some also, both there also. As I put it, nice. His wife also. Devotee. And son, what is her name? Pavitra Nitai, not Jana. Pavitra. Not Pavitra. Pavitra. Okay. So now coming, this is very just Prabhupada Katha I am telling to you. And so husband, he went in the market, and at that time of what is called and jackfruit season, especially in Bengal, jackfruit season. Brazil also have Brazil. And you know that when I used to go Brazil every day. Okay. So but in Bengal, that is jackfruit season. And he went in the market, then he bought one big jackfruit, maybe 10 or 15 kilo jackfruit, and very nice, beautiful, Bengal fruit, right? Sweet and very sweet. Right? He brought, but in his house, how many members? Could you remember? Are it 2.5? Husband and wife, one small boy. What is the boy name? Hari. So husband told his wife, listen, I brought this 10 or 15 kilo these jackfruits, and we are 2.5%. So how possible we eat these things? It is better, and we have to offer to temple. And a little bit we can offer to Thakurji, and that we can take it. Because this is called Vaishnava Seva. Guru Vaishnava, what is Gurudev? He says, serve to Vaishnava Seva. And Vaishnava Seva, Vina Payache Keva, temple there. And without servicing to Vaishnava, you cannot to develop your bhajan and sadhana. Vaishnava Chariya Vaishnava Seva Keva Payache Nista. That's Bengali fire I call it. My Gurudev Gosvami Maharaja, most of the time, he uttered this Bengali verse. Without service to Vaishnava, you cannot to develop your bhajan and sadhana. Vaishnava Seva Nam Sankirtan. So for this husband, he told, hey, listen, this is 15 kilos jackfruits, and we are only 12. So we can keep the temple. There are many Vaishnavas, there are many Vaishnavis are there. So in this way, we can serve Vaishnava Seva. Then what did he say? Are we are three Vaishnava here. We are Vaishnava. Ami Vaishnava, Tumi Vaishnava. Why she told, I am Vaishnavi, I am Vaishnava. Tumi Vaishnava means you are husband Vaishnava. And another Vaishnava is what? My son, Hari. Pavitra. Ami Vaishnava, Tumi Vaishnava. Are Vaishnava, Hari. Three Vaishnava, Katal Kavai Pari. Why need to serve other Vaishnava? No need to give. Maybe you can put this jackfruits or in where? In the fridge. Maybe 10-15 days every day. No need to serve other Vaishnava. Except this one. You should not do this. You have to serve Vaishnava. And so Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he told this story. Some people, their mind is very
narrow-minded.
No,
and
that's
not generous.
So now coming in this, why am I saying? Because Caitanya Mahaprabhu told to Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Bhakti Ratnakara told, Bhakti Ratnakara Grantha explained, Mahaprabhu told Gopal, you serve and Vaishnava. Because in your house, your parents, your, what is called? Uncle, father, mother, all they are Vaishnava. So Vaishnava Seva. And another thing, you should not, Mahaprabhu direct, you should not marry. If you marry, then big problem will come. And so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Gopal, you should not marry. But when your parents, they will be on the departure,
leave this
world, then you will go Vrindavan and stay with Rup Sanatan and do bhajan and sadhana. So according to the instruction of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he served his parents and do bhajan and sadhana. Then his parents left body. Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he came in Vrindavan. But on the way of Vrindavan, he traveled many pilgrimage places. Because he was born in the south. And south there are so many pilgrimage places. There are many what is called holy rivers. But once Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he took bath in the holy rivers of Gandoki River. You know Gandoki River? One river, his name is called Gandoki River. Have you traveled to South India? No. You go South India, very nice, beautiful pilgrimage place. And 2 months I traveled. And all the, how it is called, Mahaprabhu's footprint place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's for the Tirtha place. And it's a nice, beautiful. 2 months I was staying. And so all the footprint
impressions
of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. So in this way, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he traveled all the pilgrimage places in South India. Then one day, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was taking bath in the holy river that is called Gandoki River. And actually, all the Salagram Sila, Thakurji, Salagram Sila, actually coming from where? Mainly all Salagram Sila is coming from Gandoki River. Lord, that is called Narayana Sila. So one day, midday, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was taking bath in the Gandoki River. Then suddenly, one big Salagram Sila, like this, just came on his hand. Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he brought and worshipped Thakur. Because Haribhakti Vilas also explained which Salagram belongs to what. As the sign is there. Some Narayan Sila, some is called Kurma Sila, some also Nishinga Sila, same Salagram Sila, many names. According to the sign, then you can recognize this Salagram Sila belongs to this. Some Salagram, Nishinga Salagram Sila. Nishinga Salagram Sila to worship, very, very dangerous. If you not properly serve Nishinga Salagram Sila, then big problem will come in your life. Very careful. Understand? Then another goes Damodar Sila also. Damodar Salagram Sila. That is you can see one very nice, beautiful, but is marks and white marks. And around the Salagram, that is called Narayana. That is called
Damodar Sila.
Damodar Salagram Sila. Nishinga Sila, Kurma Sila, and different. Sankha Chakra, Gada, Padma, different also. What is called? Prints on the Salagram Sila. So that Salagram Sila they come in the hand of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he came in Vrindavan and he performed bhajan and sadhan, worship Thakurji. Salagram Sila is as like Rasgulla. You know, that is called a round figure. You understand? Rasgulla is how the figure?
Round
figure. Very nice. Just offering tulasi and sandalwood paste, tulasi and chandan and oil. But at the time of, especially Braj, one very famous festival that is called Jhulan Jatra Festival. Jhulan Jatra, understand?
Swing festival.
Swing festival in Vrindavan, especially. And that time all Brajavasis, they also decorate Thakurji with different cloths and these things. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he performed bhajan and sadhan in there. But that day, he went to the temple, saw all the Thakurjis decorated with very nice, beautiful clothes and these things. But his Thakurji as a Rasgulla, round figure, how to put the clothes and these things. And then little bit coming in his mind. If my Thakurji is very nice, beautiful form, and two hands, and eyes, nose, and hands, these things, then I can dress Thakurji. Just his mind is coming. One night he was just chanting holy name and remembering. And then he went to collect his madhukuri, alms from the house of Brajavas. Then when midday, when he returned back, begging his alms, madhukuri, then he heard Thakurji, Salagram Sila, he heard. Manifested a very nice, beautiful Trivanga Lalit form and Trivan fold. And still the Salagram behind his back. Still the Thakurji. And Thakurji is very nice, beautiful, smiling face. Maybe you have seen many Thakurji deities and smiling face, but you cannot see Thakurji's teeth. But you can see Radha-ramana, Thakurji's two teeth also there. I must see. Those things. And very nice, beautiful. And I'm saying because this Thakurji direct manifested from Salagram. That is called self-manifested. No one, what is called? That is called Satsam Sadaspurta. And it's necessarily Thakurji. And actually, why this come in the Thakurji? Actually, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he felt pang of separation from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, when he was chanting holy names and remembering to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then actually Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested in the form of Salagram Sila. That is called Govinda, Gopinath and Madana-mohan. Why you say? Because who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Govinda, Gopinath and Madana-mohan. And that is called Radha-ramana. And if you go Vrindavan, you must take darshan three deities, Govinda, Gopinath and Madana-mohan. This is true. But if you not take darshan to Radha-ramana, then your darshan will not be complete. But if you not go to the three temples, you have no time, no problem. But if you take darshan to Radha-ramana, then
three
included three darshan. So you must take darshan. Radha-ramana, bolo Radha-ramana ki jai. Jai Jai Srila. You have to go back again. So I will not take time. Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss this katha. Actually, then Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he manifested many granthas also. And especially Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed 6 Goswamis. And how many instructions of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? 4. And understand, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the 4 instruction of our Goswamis. For the 4 instruction, Mahaprabhu told you have to manifest the Vigraha Prakash. Manifested all the Vigraha deities, especially manifested by Vajrana, that is Vigraha Prakash. And second, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, they manifested the Vrindavan, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar. But because that time, after Krishna departed from this material world, there are many pilgrimage places, especially the pastime places of Krishna, they completely were covered. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to them, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, you have to manifest the Krishna's pastime places, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar. Second. And third, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, you have to manifest all the granthas, basic important. Understand? Grantha. And another Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, you manifest the Vidhi Marga and Rag Marga Bhakti Katha. And also included Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially he gave instruction to Sanatana Goswami Pad, you manifest the one special grantha that is called Vaishnava Shuddha Sadachar Grantha. Understand? Good behavior of Vaishnava. If you want to become pure Vaishnava, you have to read that grantha, Shuddha Vaishnava Sadachar Grantha, that is called Haribhakti Vilas. Though Haribhakti Vilas manifested by Sanatana Goswami Pad, actual Haribhakti Vilas, all slokas collected by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Because Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was born in South India, and especially he associated with Sri Sampradayas and Vaishnavas, and they are very rule. They are following all the rules and regulations. Very strict. For this regard, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he collect all the slokas of Shuddha Vaishnava behavior, and he gave to Sanatana Goswami Pad. Then Sanatana Goswami Pad, he manifested this grantha that is called Haribhakti Vilas. And then Sanatana Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he wrote also others grantha also, and many commentaries also. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss Gur Preman, Radha-ramana ki Jai Jai Shri Radha. Brajavasi, they are singing very nice, beautiful glorification of Radha-ramana. याद है? गाओ. नहीं क्या बोले? पुस्तक में छवि देखी राधा-रमन की. गाओ एक. वो कहाँ से लेकर गया? बहुत सुंदर, बहुत अच्छा गा. Just 5 minutes. They will answer. Prepare for answer. छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की. I love ग्रंथ कहाँ है? राधा-रमन की, राधा-रमन की, राधा-रमन की, राधा-रमन की, राधा-रमन की, राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, 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 छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की. कांधे पे कवरिया, कांधे पे कवरिया, कमर में कर धनी लत की, कमर में कर धनी लत की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की, छवि देखी राधा-रमन की. मोर मुकुट के शोभा, मोर मुकुट की शोभा, चंदन की छवि न्यारी, चंदन की छवि प्यारी कमर में कर धनी लगी कमर में कर धनी लगी राधा-रमन की मोतिन की लरी लटकी मोतिन की लटकी राधा-रमन नुपुर की धुन प्यारी नुपुर की धुन Arati जय श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन-मोहन जी की जय। जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय सवेद गुरु भक्त बिंद की जय। बहुत प्रेमानंद हरि कृष्ण भक्ति प्रणयेमि सत्यवत्सरे नमो वंदनाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो सब ठीक है? हाँ
Sweets for this week.
Is
anybody vegan? I know it's vegan.
Yeah.
Anyone vegan?
Yes, I am.
There you go. You were.
Oh no. You told me. You said it was vegan.
How are you? Okay, good.
Thank you. Thank you, Didi.
आपने वो किताब लाया कि नहीं?
किताब भूल गई घर पे। आपको चाहिए तो कल बेच सकती हूँ। चाहिए?
आप देखते हो कौन किताब है आपके पास? देखना पड़ेगा।
आपकी पहली किताब है। Did everybody get a sweet? Lalit Prabhu, did you get a sweet?
Haribol, please
Come
come.
from Lalit Prabhu, Jagannath Prabhu.
Haribol is nice.
Vishnu Prabhu. Got Lalit
Sweets.
Yes, all come to get your sweet.
Who's live stream?
Oh, what did not take? Already one thing. Good.
Do you think that we can take a group picture?
Haribol.
Jagannath Prabhu, Janardhan Prabhu, can you take a group picture?
Photographic evidence.
Go closer to Maharaj, please. Go closer to Maharaj. Go quick. Group picture. Take a picture.
Oh, picture. That's not fit in there.
Yes, it's gonna fit.
When did you actually go to the toilet? Sorry, it's not live from stuff.
Quickly, please.
Quick.
Don't close the door.